What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here, Mass Aquariums and Ponds. Little update on the pond because I had a few people asking what's going on. Did I get some fish in? But check out this phlox, y'all. This one's actually super old, but it's finally like just getting a little bigger. This thing's probably like 5 years old. Anyway, look at this friggin' mat. I mean, gorgeous. Got the plants coming up nice, and my boy, this year's frog. Probably have a million tadpoles in here soon. And got the first lily pad, first 2 lily pads coming up, which is cool. Duckweed up the wazoo pretty soon. I scoop it out every day, folks. Planted some more phlox on top there, and that'll just come right down and cover those rocks, kind of like this is doing. So that'll be cool. And oh, there's a weed. Let's get rid of that weed. Nobody likes weeds. And all the other plants are doing great. I transplanted some daisies here and some sedum over here. This is tall phlox. I don't really know the exact name. Woodland phlox, I think it's called. So this won't create a mat, but it'll get really, really big. I have some around the side of my house. Maybe I'll go show you if I remember. And then I weeded all this area here and put some stone down so we have a little walkway to come down. And I planted some mother of thyme, which will also stay like a carpet, and it'll go in between all these stones. And then this is the mother of thyme. These ones here, back there. This is a sedum, a type of sedum, like a John Creeper or John Fox sedum, which flowers different color, but will sort of do the same thing. And then this is all transplanted. This is a wine lily over here. This is a hosta, and then you got the irises and another hosta. More tiger lily over there. More Scottish moss over here. And then these irises are all about to bloom. I got this cool thing for my wife for Mother's Day. She loves hummingbirds. It's weighted in that flower, and it just kind of rotates with the wind. Pretty cool, I think. Anyway, so that is it. I spent all morning on this area here, and I'm going to put weed barrier down and then pea gravel, because all this creeping mother of thyme and sedum will carpet out like this, and it'll carpet right over the rocks. And plus the dog's always jumping right off that rock. My lab moose, he comes bombing down and he jumps and he goes bup, 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 right here. So only thing I need is one giant rock for here, so that the kids can walk right down here, and they'll jump off anyway, but at least I can walk because I'm getting old now. Gotta clean some algae off these rocks here. Yeah, I don't even really need a scrub brush. I usually just take the hose and put it on the spray version, and it just fires them off pretty good. So that's all good there. Waterfall's still flowing like crazy. I did, pollen, folks. I did scoop out a bunch of leaves, and I know that from research, if you do not get in there and really clean it out, over time you get like that mud layer, and it's just stinky and gross, and it's not something you want to deal with. So I'm going to let it go this summer, and then I'm going to drain the pond in the fall, clean it all out, fill it back up, and I am going to leave the pump on all winter again, because we had a super cold winter this past year, and it didn't completely freeze over. The waterfall never stopped. It kept a nice hole, so that'll be good if I can get some bluegills in here, and they'll probably survive over the winter if I dump some shiners in there or something. The Scottish moss that I planted a few weeks ago is doing great in 3 out of the 4 spots. So these two spots, it's already growing and spreading. This spot, and then right here, it is dying. I don't know if this is where it gets the most sun or what, because we've had, you know, plenty of rain here, so it's not for lack of water. I guess in the future I just will not plant anything right there, but the other ones are doing great, and they're already starting to crawl over the rocks, so that's pretty cool in my book. And then you got this phlox. This phlox is doing amazing, and then you got this astilbe here that looked like probably the last time I gave you an update was a tiny little dot, and that's coming around. The rhododendron will be blooming soon. I got this one because it has like super deep purple flowers, and I really never saw this. Look at how tall this one got from the last update. This is about to flower here. And I never remember what the hell this is called, but it flowers purple. And I am slowly going to fill this whole area here with phlox, so it all rolls over the stone wall like the other phlox does. So that is it. That's my pond update for anybody who gives a hoot. Obsessed with this phlox. Just friggin' love it. Man, I started with plants, 5 plants smaller than that one right there. And over the years of getting in there and just trimming out the dead wood and the dead sticks, well, that's what I call them, but after a while, what will die off just becomes really woody instead of like planty. It's just like really hard and sticky, and then if you don't get in there and clip it out, it'll just become a mess. So all my hard work, and look at this friggin' thing. I love it. All right, folks. Enjoy the rest of your week. Stay tuned tomorrow for my weekly Wednesday video, and I'll catch you later. I'm out.